Hey Scorpio, how are we today? I'm just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing sort of positive versus negative energy around you, okay? Seeing what sort of comes out. We're getting a lot of messages, all different types of messages this week, some career, some love, a bit of everything. So we'll sort of wait and see what comes out for you today, Scorpio. When we're looking at the positive energy, I do have the Terra Lenormand. When we're looking at the more sort of negative energies, I do have the Red Hand Lenormand. And we also have some oracle decks here. I do have the Soul's Journey lesson cards, as well as a brand new deck here. We have the True Love Oracle, which is a beautiful deck by Belinda Grace. The illustrations are by Laurie Banks, and they are gorgeous. I'm absolutely in love with this deck. So we are using that this week, and I dare say we'll probably see this one coming out in future all signs readings as well. Okay, especially when I'm hitting into the big love readings, I'm looking forward to being able to use that deck. Okay, but getting into it for you today, Scorpio. Okay, positive energies around Scorpio at this time. What's going on for Scorpio? Positive energies around Scorpio at this time. Okay, gorgeous. All right, and we'll have a look at the negative. I'll grab them out now just in case it is a sort of flow through message for you. We'll have a look. Okay, then more negative energies around Scorpio. What are the negative energies around Scorpio currently, please? Negative energies around our Scorpios. Okay, we're getting pretty straightforward messages here for you today, Scorpio. With the positive energy, firstly, I have the cross. Okay, so a lot of this card is the spiritual card. It does talk about spiritual stuff, religious stuff, no matter what you believe in. It's all about having faith, and it's about destiny happening all around you. Okay, so I do feel as though it is sort of letting us know for a lot of you that have faith that there is a lot of positive energy around you at this time. Rely on your spiritual side. So things like following your intuition very important for you at the moment. Okay, and trying to release any burdens that you've been carrying from the past, and really talking to your spiritual self in a positive manner, positive affirmations, doing meditations, doing some sort of spiritual work at this time for yourself, to really help encourage that positive energy around you, because you are very well supported at this time by spirit, by the universe, by source, whatever you want to call it, by God, obviously, as well. But whatever you believe in yourself, you are very supported, and you are sort of in this placement at this time where destiny is a big player in your life at this time, and it's playing a very positive role for you at this time. So have faith that everything is working out how it is supposed to, because it definitely is. All right, especially here when we do see the next positive messages we're getting for you. We do have the key, which has come out with the fish as well. Okay, so the key is all about success. All right, and the fish is all about finances, wealth, abundance around you. So we definitely are seeing some opportunities for a financial increase happening for a lot of you there, some sort of wealth increase and abundance of things being possible for you. So a lot of the time when I do see this abundance card, it can talk about in multiple areas. Wealth is more than just money. Okay, wealth is, you can be wealthy in a lot of ways other than just financially wealthy. But what we're seeing with the key is a lot of brand new doors opening for you. This is kind of like unlocking that spiritual side of yourself is actually going to help you unlock these brand new opportunities and create more abundance in your life. So with the key and the fish, I am getting that sense that the abundance is coming through in multiple doorways that are opening up for you. So multiple aspects of your life. So definitely not just money. We are seeing, it can also talk about, like the key to your heart. All right. So if love is something that you have been wanting to, create more abundance in, we definitely are seeing those opportunities opening up for you as well. All right. So, and I'm just getting the message there too, that especially with that cross energy, I'm getting that phrase, when God closes a door, he opens a window, and that's exactly what's happening here for you. Okay, so whatever you thought was, impossible, no, those doors are all opening for you, and it's just a matter of, opening the doors and walking on through. Okay, because there's a lot of abundance and success on the other side of those options and opportunities for you. A lot of opportunities coming in for you at this time, Scorpio. So I am getting that for a lot of you, this is some sort of financial thing. So there's definitely some sort of financial thing for a majority of you there coming in for you. So some financial opportunities headed your way, which is, always fantastic news. But when we did see that cross in the positive energy, I did mention that it's talking about, sometimes it talks about releasing any burdens that you're carrying. We are seeing in the negative energy the chains card first and foremost. So you are sort of chaining yourself back a little bit. There's something that's been holding you down, holding you back, tying you up, tying up your time. You're chained to something, and you're really needing to release that burden, escape these chains, and not allowing these chains to bind you, okay, because they are in your energy as a negative, that you are sort of allowing yourself to stay chained to something or someone. I feel for a lot of you it's something. Okay, so there's maybe a way of thinking that you're chaining yourself to, that way of thinking, and with the key, we're actually seeing the opposite of, expanding your horizons and opening new doors, trying things in new ways. Okay, so don't chain yourself down to one way of doing things, at this time, because that's coming through as a negative for you. So, chaining yourself to, oh, there's only one way to do this, is actually limiting the doors that are going to open for you. Okay. Um, we are also seeing the astral card as well. So once again, I'm getting that cross, the cross as a positive. It's telling us there's a lot of spiritual aspects around you at the moment, a lot of spiritual destiny, coming through for you, a lot of protection on the spiritual stuff. But what we're seeing with the astral in the negative is that you're kind of holding yourself down from that. You're holding yourself back with those chains from fully exploring the 5D within yourself. It's that vibe of, your third eye is actually closed to the alternate. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff going on within energy that you're sort of denying, that your intuition may be telling you things and you're kind of ignoring it. There's something to do with the astral realm. You're limiting your dreams. You're limiting yourself, especially with that chains card. It's really feeling as though you are limiting yourself in some way. You're keeping yourself tethered to reality, and not allowing yourself to explore the more spiritual side of yourself. The astral really does talk about expanding your mind and expanding possibility, and not chaining yourself to, I don't believe in that, therefore it's not possible. Don't limit your thinking at this time. If your intuition is telling you something, I would be listening to that, because it's trying to come through that, limiting and holding yourself back, chaining yourself to a set reality is holding you back at this time. All right. Especially too when that's followed through with the writer. Okay, so holding yourself back, and not allowing yourself to, open your third eye and explore, the more 5D spiritual side of things is stopping good news from coming towards you. Okay, so it's stopping you from being able to, ride off into the sunset, into this success that you're wanting. So it's really kind of letting us know that, if you do want this good news about finances, that there is a bit of responsibility for you, to expand yourself on a spiritual level, and having a lot more faith. I'm getting drawn to the idea for you, Scorpio, that you may want to do some pineal gland activation meditations, or third eye meditations related to the third eye chakra. Could be very, very helpful to you at this time, to really help you expand your consciousness, whether you believe in it or not. Okay, sometimes the placebo effect works just as well as other things. All right, so even if you do try to limit the way that you expand yourself on those more out there beliefs, you're holding yourself back in the long run from not at least considering them. Okay, so I really would advise doing some third eye activation stuff, or those sorts of things. You can even look into like astral traveling with the astral card there. You may find that you have a lot more belief and skill in those things than you thought you did. Okay, you're holding yourself back. You're chaining yourself to a set idea that's not going to work for me. But it's really showing us that releasing that as a negative and allowing that to sort of come in and be a part of your consciousness is going to be really helpful for you at this time. But we'll get you some oracles as well. Okay, Scorpio. Advice for Scorpio with the negative energy around them, please. Okay, so we are seeing here denial. All right, so yeah, there's definitely something to do with this astral card, this astral stuff, this third eye stuff that you are in denial about, that you are holding yourself down to a limited way of thinking with that. It does say, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, so even if you don't believe in that stuff, learn a little bit more about it, and research the more science side of that stuff, because there is actually a lot of science to back it up. All right, so especially too, if you're a non-believer, start by researching the pineal gland rather than the third eye itself, rather than jumping straight on into chakra work and that sort of stuff. Research the pineal gland, because that is a legitimate thing within the human body. So there is actually some science stuff that does back that up. And just on that note, the third eye stuff, it's very interesting. Okay, because when you do sort of research that stuff, I myself have a pet lizard, as you may have seen in some of our videos. But lizards, actually, a lot of lizards actually do have a working third eye. All right, and you would not be aware of that, because they don't physically have three eyes in their head, but on the center of the top of their head, in the center, they do have a third eye, which is basically it's a tiny little spot on their head that they actually filter light and those sorts of things through. So it's like an extra sense that they have, where they can actually tell when a shadow passes over the top of their body. So to keep aware of prey animals, and that like eagles flying over them that may be trying to eat them, and those sorts of things. So there is actually animals that still do use their third eye. Humans have a third eye, but as far as we're aware, we don't use it. But those of us who, if sort of thing, the third eye is actually very, very important when it comes to the spiritual side of things. And activating your pineal gland is very, very important when it comes to spiritual work. A lot of the time, that is how we access extra information that a lot of people may not be able to access through intuition and those sorts of things. So it's a very, very interesting topic at the very least. So even if you're a non-believer, I do highly recommend sort of looking into that stuff, because there's a lot of information out there. And then when you stop and think about the fact that, hang on, like there's actual reasons for and proof that a third eye is useful to, like a lizard, that they can sense changes in light, through that. What is saying that humans cannot sense something through theirs? Okay, so it's a very interesting topic anyway. So flat out, replacing it with the insight of awareness. So rather than denying outright in something that you may not have that much knowledge on, replace it with awareness and learn. Okay. We also have acceptance. Okay. So it is coming through pretty clear, that this is what that's about for you. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. All right. So there's certain things that you may not be able to change or control in your life, and working through your denial of things and accepting the awareness of things. I'm feeling that for you, Scorpio, researching some of these things may be paramount to some of you there. Okay, so definitely look into that, okay? The astral stuff and the third eye stuff might be very important for you to learn a little bit more about at this time, okay? Especially if we want that financial opportunities, Okay. Can we see some extra information for Scorpio in regard to the positive energy around Scorpio, please? Positive energy around Scorpio. Oh, I love this for you, Scorpio. Firstly, we do have the abundance card. Sorry, I was showing the wrong one there. That was the worthiness card. Okay, so there may be some issues that may be part of what you're denying is that you're worthy enough to look into these things, that you're worthy enough for this financial success. So really looking within yourself and finding your self-worth being quite important as well. But we also do have abundance coming through. So I do love to see that, not only are we getting the abundance card in the lenormand with the fish there, but we are getting the out and out abundance card with these true love oracles as well. You can kind of see these cards are gorgeous, aren't they? Look at those illustrations. Beautiful. I wish my camera showed these pictures up a lot better, but they are gorgeous cards. But abundance. So definitely heading into, a lot of wealth and abundance headed your way, Scorpio. So, that's the end goal for, if you're stuck in reality, that's the end goal, right? But, we are asking you to maybe look into some of the more spiritual things for yourself and to help create that abundance and stop that, stop that from holding you back and stopping any good news coming your way. All right, so that's what we have for you today, Scorpio. You're more than welcome to check your other placements. Leave me a comment and let me know your current knowledge of, the more spiritual side of yourself. Is that something that you're interested in learning more about, or is that something that you feel as though, you may be in a less spiritual person than others, or let me know where you sit on the scale, I suppose. But hopefully I'll see you all again soon.